Furina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone, although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone.
Share. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this—
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to just share it with me. I'm
a witness. Yes, and if to that is, in its entirety, a show on— He's right. I could confide in him, couldn't I? But if things don't play out as expected— No, Furina, you shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really all right? Furina, you've worked so hard for so long. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrow? If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, think about it long and hard. No, I have nothing to say. I am Furina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely— All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until—
fine.
So even Furina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must— She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would— It seems that trusting humanity was the right—
I believe that I understand how your deception works. But that is only half the— How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine?
Ah, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the— I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no—
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you.
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth. In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice. Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which— I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose, while for my work over these last 500 years has been to constantly— But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was the vast majority had to be accumulated.
It was all part of your plan then? Both the trial and the sentence?
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia had it only been used for that purpose. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Furina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
But...
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we?